Hold on to your butts. These are the Squashbuckler Diaries. Welcome back. My name is Guy Hasson, and you are listening to the Squashbuckler Diaries podcast, the daily epic fantasy podcast about Shelley, the girl who lives in dreams. We usually cover life from birth to death. We cover pieces of life, learning what it's like to live in a dream, to be a future heroine, basically. How does a future heroine look like? How does she, what makes her up when she's young? What is it like to be in a dream where she lives a life of adventure with a father who, that's all he dreams about, rather than basically taking care of her or other stuff, or protecting her or keeping her safe. And the dream usually keeps her safe. His subconscious does, but sometimes being in a dream is super dangerous. And this is one of those times. Go back 4 episodes to In the Land of the Giants Part 4. I'm not going to recap it for you. Okay, just go back and listen to it. We are learning what Joy has in her bones. Right now, she's black and blue, super hurt, without her father, stranded in a place where she can't be seen because she's smaller than a blade of grass in the Land of the Giants. So let's see what happens next. Ready? Let's go. Episode 188, In the Land of the Giants, Part 5, You Suck. Joy's age 4.5, told by the Red Dragon. Dragon Lil was stuck at the bottom of a giant forest where she was smaller than a grass blade. Far above the trees, her home, the flying pirate ship called Bonny's Revenge, floated without moving. That meant her father was not there. He had vanished. But in a few hours he would return, and since he always returned to the ship, she knew she had to be in a visible place when he reappeared. Dragonlil found a tree, the bark of which had the best surface for climbing, small grooves all over that were big enough for her to hold. She put her hand in one and her leg in another. "Okay, no problem," she whispered and began to pull herself up. "Ah!" She stopped to caress her back and ribs. Apparently they still hurt from her fall. When she checked her tiny 4.5-year-old body a few minutes ago, most of it was bruised and blue. Any move up would hurt her. Nevertheless, she pulled herself up. "Ah, okay, no problem. Ah." And she would pull herself up more. "Ah, no problem. Okay, no problem." And more, and more. She climbed more. Every move up hurt, and every move up became slower and slower. She climbed for an hour and was not yet a quarter of the way up the tree. She looked up and sighed, and then she continued to climb. Soon, as she climbed, her "okay, no problem" turned into "you suck. Ah, you suck." Then a sigh, then "you suck. Ah." After more than 4 hours, she reached the top branches. Slowly she moved up the top branches, careful to maintain her balance and not fall. Within another hour she was on top of a leaf. Within another hour she was on top of a leaf, on top of the highest branch on the tree. I was so proud of her. She lay on the leaf, exhausted, and waited. After 20 minutes she fell asleep. A few hours more and she woke up with a start. She looked up at the ship. It was moving away. It was flying away from her. "Dad! Dad!" She stood up and jumped up and down on the leaf. But Bonny's Revenge was quickly on the other side of the forest and sank into the forest itself. Dragonlil made a face. "You suck," she said. Told by the Red Dragon. Hashtags Joy, okay, no problem, you suck. Hashtags Joy, okay, no problems, you suck. And it does suck. It sucks. It sucks bad. She's 4.5 years old. Let's all recognize how much balls is not the right thing to say. How much ability, inner ability this girl has. She climbed that tree by herself, full of pain, her body all black and blue, and she did it. And now it's not over. She has to do more than that. And now, the credits. The Squashbuckler Diaries are written and read by me, Guy Hasson. All the tags mentioned in this story are searchable at the website. You can find all the stories there in written form and, in fact, 150 Squashbuckler Diaries more. The Squashbuckler Diaries is the diary of Shelley, the girl who lives in dreams. She'll be called the Forgotten Girl by her father. She'll be a true heroine. She'll change the world. This project shows her entire life from birth to death. Check out the website at guyhasson.com. That's GUYHASSON.com. I've been an author and a playwright for more than 30 years, and this is the first time I've used the guyhasson.com website, because The Girl in the Dream is my life project. If you have questions, if you want to comment, please do. You can comment at the website or email me at guyhasson@gmail.com. That's GUYHASSON, GUYHASSON The theme music is called Brass Gentleman and is created by Thomas Howardek. My name is Guy Hasson, and this is my life project. Come back tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow for more.